Hey there, comic book fans. I'm back from the comic shop this week, and I got 4 comic books for me, and I picked up one for a friend of mine. And first one is the new Walking Dead 153. We all know about the Walking Dead, so instead of talking about that, I got to tell you this story that just happened at the comic shop. Because my LCS is it's a fairly small store. And the owner was just telling me last week that he's kind of getting out of the trade paperback sales thing because no one ever buys trade paperbacks at the store. So he's been, I think he's been selling them on eBay or Amazon or wherever he can for getting whatever he can get for them, selling them cheap. So I was just getting ready to leave. This one guy came in the store. And he pulled, I guess they're in the back somewhere. I didn't even see where the trade. He was like, "Wow, I didn't even see you had these back there." And he pulled out 5 hardcover collections. I think Batman and Spider-Man crap, and they were dirt cheap. We're talking $20 hardcovers for less than $2 a piece. So, and he had 5 of them. So retail $100 worth of books for less than $10. And this guy brings them up to the counter and says to the guy who's working there, he's like, "Can you do me a deal on all 5 of these?" And the guy was like, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Can you do me a deal on all 5?" He's like, they're a dollar and change a piece. He's like, "But if I buy all 5, how much will you give them to me for?" And he's like, "You're getting a $20 hardcover for $1.18. I can't discount it any further." And the guy's like, "Oh, okay." But I couldn't believe the guy was getting. It was like, a 90% discount wasn't enough for him. He wanted to try and get 95%. I just found that a little mad, but you know how someone is when they're searching for a bargain. But anyway, The Walking Dead 153. And next we have The Wicked and the Divine, issue 18. I forgot all about this comic. Hasn't been out in a couple of months. I must say, I do not like this cover. It's nowhere near as striking as the other ones. The logo is the same size, but the image is smaller, and half the image is just blurred to nothing. And I gotta say, I'm very disappointed. And there's so much white around it. I gotta say, this is the most disappointed Wicked and the Divine cover. But anyway, what's his name? Jamie McKelvey's back on art, so that's good. As all the gods who live for 2 years. Is there anything on the back cover? Or just a quote on the back? The back cover is just as boring. On the front cover is slightly less, but oh my God, that's a terrible cover. But anyway, I go on and on. Wicked and the Divine's back. Looking forward to reading this issue. Then we have Swamp Thing number 4, which I picked up for my friend. Didn't even get a chance to read number 3, but I read 1 and 2. They were okay. Let's give it a quick look. Some nice Kelly Jones artwork. Paper feels as thin as ever. Ads every place you turn to. That's annoying. Why don't they just put the ads in back? DC and Marvel. Another reason I'm not a fan of their actual physical comics. But some nice artwork, I must say. Oh, more ads. Reader 1717 just had a review of this Earth 1 Volume 1 up on her channel. Go check it out. I listened to it. It was interesting. More. Look, I get to show you ads. Anyway, there's Swamp Thing, issue number 4. Then we have Saints, issue number 7. I believe they're gathering for the final battle. I just found out after last issue that this is going to be a 10-issue mini. And now I found out that it's going to be 9-issue mini. So I guess the last battle is going to not last as long. But I've been enjoying this series. The Saints are all gathered together to fight for the end of the world or apocalypse happening or a nice double-page spread. Stuff like that. It's basically Saints as superheroes. I really enjoy these covers, I have to say. I like the sort of stained glass medieval art-ness of them, if that's a word. Yeah, so I'll miss this one when it goes. It's been enjoyable, and it's a $2.99 book, so it's one of the more affordable ones. I can get with that. And here's my chance to use the word penultimate, because this is the penultimate issue of Rachel Rising. For those of you who don't know, penultimate means second to last, next to last. Issue 42 will be the last. A little sad about that, but I'll buy whatever he does next, which reminds me, as they try to stop Satan or something, I can't even remember. But I've enjoyed Rachel Rising, the whole, I just saw, oh man, another thing about buying individual issues is when it's all over and they get the big hardcover edition, I always go, oh man, that looks beautiful. Terry Moore usually puts out large hardcover editions of his stuff. He did it with Echo. He did it doing it with Rachel Rising. I think he did it with Strangers in Paradise when it's all over. And they're really nice, big, it'll be 41 issues in one hardcover edition, and they're expensive, and I think I saw it was $90. But still, $90 is cheaper than $4 times 42. As much as I enjoy buying things monthly and still will, sometimes I go, maybe I should just have waited 5 years and bought the hardcover one. But, I still like the individual issues, even though I have buyer's remorse at the end of the series when I see the big hardcovers coming out. But Terry Moore, issue 41, then one more issue, and we're all done. Lastly, we'll give you a look at my background art. I'll have to give these their own video sometime. These are the Painted Lady covers I did. I colored them on the computer. You've seen the black and whites before, and I made these prints of them that I put in comic bags. So they got backing boards and they're print with a bag, so it's kind of like a comic. I finished the colors on a few of them, and I actually put 2 of them up on my Society 6 page. I think it's issue 6 and 7. Where is it? There's issue 6. And there's issue 7. So you can buy prints of these on my Society 6 page. I'll leave a link to the individual ones down below, but yeah, those just some coloring I've been doing in my own work lately, and you guys have a good week out there.